Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. And we're going to bring you some action PC baseball as we get back to our 1977 New York Metropolitan replay, the Go Mets, as we try to reach 82 wins and beyond. The Mets currently stand at 71 and 65. They take on the visiting Expos here at Shea. The Expos are 63 and 72. For the Expos, Cash will lead off and play second base. Warren Cromartie will play left and bat second. The Hawk, Andre Dawson's in center field, batting third. The cleanup hitter, Tony Perez, is at first. Valentine is in right field, batting fifth. Gary Carter behind the plate, batting sixth, doing the catching. Larry Parrish is at third, batting seventh. Chris Spires playing short, batting eighth. And Twitchell is on the mound doing the pitching. For the New York Metropolitans, Lenny Randle will lead things off at third base. Bruce Beauclair, battling for a batting title along with Lenny Randle, is in right, and he'll bat second. Ed Kranepool's in left, batting third. The cleanup hitter, the first baseman, Johnny Milner. John Stearns bats fifth and will do the catching. Lee Mazzilli's in center, batting sixth. Bud Harrelson is at short. He'll bat seventh. Playing second base, batting eighth, is Doug Flynn. Pat Zachary is up on the bump, the man who was traded for Tom Seaver along with Doug Flynn and a few others. Zachary, so far in the replay for the Mets, is 6 and 7 with a save, 3.57. In actuality, 7 and 6 with the Metropolitans with a 3.76. And here comes Dave Cash riding an 18-game hit streak. Stearns behind the plate, 6 defensive range, 7 arm. Randall's a 5 defensive range at third. Harrelson's a 4 at short. Flynn's a 6 at second. And Johnny Milner is a 4 at first. At the ballpark, we have Randy Luxembourg as he says it's go Mets time. Yes, it is. Hope all is well. Eddie Kranepool's in left, a 4 range, 3 arm. Mazzilli, a 6 and a 6 in center, range and arm. And Bruce Beauclair, 3 range, 4 arm. So Zachary's done with his warm-up tosses. Corners play in. Cash, an excellent bunter. Here's the pitch from Zachary. Ground ball slowly hit to Randall. He pounces on it, fires to Johnny Milner, 1 down. Now I'll bring up Warren Cromartie. Cromartie hitting .286, 3 homers, 65 ribbies, left-handed batter. Stearns goes through the sign, a quick nod of the head of Zachary. The leg kick and the pitch to Cromartie. Ground ball to Randall. Randall moving to his right, throws to Milner, 2 away. So 2 up, 2 down via the ground ball. And here comes Andre Dawson, the Hawk, hitting .256, 11 home runs and 58 runners knocked in. Digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Stearns sets the target, the pitch to Dawson. Dawson sends that ball shallow left. Kranepool come in, makes the catch. 1, 2, 3, go the Expos. And the fans give a nice applause to Pat Zachary and the Metropolitans. Due up for the Mets, Randall, Beauclair, and Kranepool, the Go Mets. Wayne Twitchell is on the mound for the Expos. In the replay, 8 and 3 with a 3.34 earned run average. In actuality, 6 and 5 with a 4.21. Carter behind the plate, 8 range, 8 arm. Larry Parrish is a 5 at third. Spires is a 6 at short. Cash is a 7 at second, along with Perez, a 7 at first. Cromartie is an 8 range, 4 arm in left. Dawson in center, 7 range, 6 arm. And Ellis Valentine, a 9 range, 10 arm. And here's Lenny Randle, 12-game hitting streak. Remember, he had that, I think it was a 40-game hitting streak. He's batting .379, 3 homers, 27 ribbies. Corners are playing in. Randall And the Metropolitans like to drop those drag bunts. Twitchell throws strikes. Here's the pitch to Randall. Randall swings. Ground ball deep short. Spires has it. Strong throw to Perez, and Randall is retired. So 1 out here in the bottom of the first. And that brings up Bruce Beauclair. Beauclair batting .385. He's in the National League lead for the batting title. 6 homers, 42 ribbies. Left-handed batter. Carter sets the target. The pitch to Beauclair. Beauclair, that's a shot, right center field. Takes a wide turnaround first, but heads back. So 1 out, 1 on for Eddie Cranepool. .321, 12 homers, 84 ribbies. Perez holding Beauclair on. Twitchell peeks to first. Now in at Carter. He rocks and deals to Cranepool. Oh, he throws over. What a move. But Beauclair dives back safely. Sweep tag not in time by Perez. Now Twitchell deals to Cranepool. Cranepool held up. Ball 4. First and second. And here's Johnny Milner, the cleanup hitter. First baseman batting .241, 7 homers, 53 ribbies. No score, bottom of the first. 1 out, 2 on. The pitch to Milner. Milner, ground ball to Spires. This could be 2. Spire to Cash. He turns it to Perez, and the side is retired. 6-4 to 3, just like the doctor ordered. We're through 1 here at Shea, no score. Top of the second, due up for the visiting Montreal Expos, a team from the north. Perez, Valentine, and Carter to face Pat Zachary. Tony Perez, the former member of the Big Red Machine, .251, 9 homers, and 57 ribbies. The pitch to TP. That's a fly ball deep to left. Cranepool going back, makes the catch. No, he dropped the ball as Perez goes racing into second base. Perez running all the way. That's going to be an error on Cranepool. He was going back, shut his glove a little too quickly, tried to catch it with his body, and he dropped the ball. So Perez stands at second. Here's Ellis Valentine, .276, 19 homers, 62 ribbies. On deck is Carter, as now the Expos try to jump out in front. The windup and the pitch from Zachary. Valentine strikes out. Big swing and a miss. So 1 out, 1 on. Carter will be intentionally walked, and they'll go up against Larry Parrish, who's only batting .205, 8 homers, 26 ribbies. They're hoping for the double play ball. Perez at second, Carter at first. Zachary back up on the bump, the leg kick and the pitch to Larry Parrish. That's a fly ball. Mazzilli going back. He makes the catch in center. Will Perez tag? No. Mazzilli fires it back in towards Buddy Harrelson. So there's 2 outs, 2 on for Chris Spires. He's only batting .206, the Expos shortstop. 5 homers, 3 ribbies. Twitchell's on deck. The pitch to Spires. Line shot. Randall with a great reaction makes the catch at third. The Expos strand 2. The 2-base error by Cranepool and left does not hurt. We go to the bottom of the second. No score here at Shea for the Go-Go Mets. Due up Stearns, Mazzilli, and Harrelson to face Wayne Twitchell. John Stearns batting .253, 10 home runs, 55 ribbies. Here's the pitch to Stearns. And Stearns hits a shot to right. He's digging for 2. Here's a throw by Valentine. And he just slides in safely. Whoa, he challenged Valentine's arm. And Stearns with a leadoff double. Pops up, clapping, and here's Lee Mazzilli. Movie star handsome Lee Mazzilli, batting .271, 4 homers, 50 ribbies. I'd like to bunt the runner over, but he's only a 3-bunter. The pitch to Mazzilli. He swings, and that's a base hit to right center. Will they waive Stearns? Valentin puts a good charge on it, and no, only a 52% chance of him making it. So first and third, no outs. Don't want to run into an out at home. And here comes Buddy Harrelson. Harrelson batting .204, 1 home run, and 25 ribbies. He's a 10 bunter. 6 hit and run. We're going to play hit and run. There goes So 2-1 count. Hit and run again. There goes Mazzilli. Harrelson hits the ball on the ground to Perez. Sends Stearns home. Yes, Stearns going home. They're going to try to turn 2. Mazzilli upend Spires at second. And Harrelson reaches. So Lee Mazzilli goes in hard and breaks up the double play. Buddy Harrelson gets an RBI. It's 1-0 Metropolitans. At the ballpark is Brandon Lackey. Hope all is well. So Harrelson's at first, and here comes Doug Flynn. Flynn batting 180, no home runs, 33 ribbies. We're going to play hit and run. There goes Harrelson. Flynn misses a throw down, and Harrelson is out. So 2 outs, base is empty. 0-1 count to Flynn. He chokes up just a bit on the bat. On deck is Zachary. Carter sets the target. The pitch to Flynn. Ground ball right side. Perez has it. Waves off Twitchell. Steps on the bag, and the side is retired. ID gestures at the ballpark. Hope all is well. Check out that wonderful channel. We go to the top of the third. Metropolitans 1, Expos nothing. Due up for the Expos, it'll be Twitchell. Then the top of the order, Cash and Cromartie to face Pat Zachary. Twitchell is actually batting .278, no homers, 5 ribbies. A good hitting pitcher. Zachary rocks and deals to his counterpart. And Twitchell grounds it slowly. Randall charges, bare hands, fires the Milner. Bang, bang, play. Did Twitchell beat it out? No! What a stretch by Johnny Milner. So 1 out, top of the order. Dave Cash, he is 0 for 1. Corners move in. He's a very good bunter. Currently riding an 18-game hit streak. Zachary looks in at Stern, nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Cash. Fly ball, deep left, Cranepool in the corner, and he makes the catch and bangs into the wall. 2 away. So Cranepool trying to make up for that 2-base error. A fantastic catch in the corner. 2 outs, base is empty for the Expos left fielder Warren Cromartie. Cromartie is 0 for 1. Digs in the left-hander's batter's box. Zachary's ready to work. He deals. Cromartie, slow ground ball. Randall charges a quick release. Bang, bang, play. Did Cromartie beat it out? I think he did this time. Safe. This time Johnny Milner couldn't stretch enough. So Cromartie's at first. He's the tying run. And at the plate is the Hawk, Andre Dawson. He's 0 for 1. Zachary throws over. Safe is Cromartie. Zachary peeks to first. Now picks up the sign from John Stearns. The windup and the pitch to Dawson. And he strikes him out. Zachary pumps his fist. We go to the bottom of the third. 1-0. Metropolitans due up for the Mets. Pat Zachary. Then the top of the order, Lenny Randall and Bruce Beauclair. Brandon Lackey says, 1977, I should be able to sit next to a bunch of kids and have a cigar. No? Yes, I do believe you're correct. Zachary 125, no homers, 2 ribbies. Twitchell deals to his counterpart. Zachary, swing and a miss. So 1 out, top of the order. Lenny Randall's 0 for 1. Corners playing in. Randall, 12-game hitting streak, which is nothing compared to his over 40-game hitting streak. Carter sets the target. The pitch to Randall. Randall, slowly hit ball. Perez fields it and races to the bag himself. And that's out number 2. So Lenny Randall trips coming out of the batter's box, and Perez beats him in the foot race to first. 2 outs, base is empty for Bruce Beauclair. He is 1 for 1, now hitting .387. The National League leader in average. Twitchell is up on the bump, peers in at Carter. He's ready. He rocks and deals. Beauclair swings, fly ball, shallow left. Cromartie comes racing in, makes the catch, and the Mets are retired. We go to the top of the fourth. Mets cling to a 1-0 lead. They're looking for their 72nd win. Zachary back up on the mound. He will face Perez, Valentine, and Gary Carter. If anyone gets on, Larry Parrish. Tony Perez is 0 for 1. The pitch to TP. Fly ball, left center field. Mazzilli on the move. Out number 1. And here's Ellis Valentine. He's 0 for 1. Stearns wiggles the fingers. A quick nod of the head by Zachary. Pitch homeward bound. Ground ball right side. Johnny Milner has it. Waves off Zachary. Steps on the bag. 2 away. Mets throw it around the infield. ID gesture. Go, go Mets. Are ready to roll, roll, roll. Yes, we are. We've already exceeded the 64 win total. Now we'd like to get to 82 and possibly 83, but still a ways to go. Here's Gary Carter. Expos catcher was intentionally walked in his first plate appearance. On deck is Larry Parrish. The pitch to Carter. Fly ball deep left center. Mazzilli on the run, and he makes the catch. Unbelievable. Lee Mazzilli. What ground he covered. The side is retired. Mazzilli flips the ball to a Metropolitans fan. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0. Go, go Mets. Due up for the go-go Mets. Cranepool, Milner, and Stearns. If anyone gets on, movie star handsome Lee Mazzilli. Cranepool walked his first time up. Twitchell nods his head. The leg kick and the pitch to Eddie Cranepool. Cranepool base hit left center field. Cranepool thinks about going for 2 and then stops. So Cranepool's at first. Here's Johnny Milner. Milner's 0 for 1. Expos hoping to turn 2. Milner's hoping to jack one out of Shea and give the Mets a 3-0 lead. Carter goes through the signs. Here's the pitch to Milner. Milner pops it up. Carter might have a play with. Tosses the mask aside, waiting for it to come down, and he makes the catch behind the plate. 1 away. 1 on. That's Cranepool at first. And here's John Stearns. He's 1 for 1. He doubled to right center. Cranepool takes a slight lead. Twitchell. The windup and the pitch. Oh, he throws over. He's got a good move. Cranepool gets back. Cranepool gets back. Twitchell shakes off Carter. Now he's ready to work. Pitch homeward bound. Stearns. That ball gets by Carter, and Cranepool goes racing into second. A wild pitch by Twitter, and Carter's none too amused with that, as Twitchell just shook him up and he shook him off. And then he still crossed up Gary Carter. Carter steps out in front of the plate, has a word with his pitcher. Joining us at the ballpark is Clinton Parks. He says, good evening. Up to 1978, Dodgers 6-1 over Atlanta. Sutton 6 Ks. Mr. Clean goes 4 for 5 with 3 ribbies. If you don't know who Mr. Clean is, that is Steve Garvey. So there's a duck out on the pond for Stearns, a 3-1 count, hitter's count. Can the Mets produce fruit once again? Here's the pitch. Stearns walks. So that sets up a double play possibility, but here comes Lee Mazzilli. Mazzilli made that wonderful catch. He raced a long way to make the catch in left center field to retire the Expos in the top of the fourth. He's 1 for 1. He's singled to right. Cranepool at second. Stearns at first. 1-0. 1 out. Bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch to Mazzilli. Mazzilli out of the crouch. Pops it up left side. Parrish and Spire converging. And Parrish calls off Spire. He makes the catch. 2 away. And they call infield fly rule dead ball. So now it's up to Buddy Harrelson. He's 0 for 1. Cranepool and Stearns will be off on contact. Harrelson switch hitter batting lefty. Carter sets the target. Here's the pitch from Twitchell. Buddy choking up on the bat. Base hit to right. They're going to wave Cranepool. Send him, send him, send him, send him, send him. 72% chance. They're waving him. Here's a throw from Ellis. Valentine. Here, Carter! Save! So, Bud Harrelson choking up on the bat, slaps it to right. A flare. Valentine put on a good charge, but Cranepool racing around, scores, and it's 2-0 Mets. Stearns stopped at second, and here comes Doug Flynn. He's 0 for 1. On deck, Pack Zachary. Flynn, right-handed batter. He chokes up a bit. Twitchell rocks and deals. Carter has a word with Twitchell first. And now the pitch is homeward bound. And that's a base hit to left. Stearns hits third and will score. Harrelson goes first to third. And it's 3-0 Go-Go Mets. The bottom of the order producing fruit for the Go-Go Mets. 3-0. Runners on the corners, 2 out. And here comes the bearded wonder, Pat Zachary. Zachary 0 for 1. He's choking up on the bat. Twitchell deals to his counterpart Zachary. Will he help the cause? No, he does not. Big swing and a miss. But the Mets scored 2. We go to the top of the 5th, 3-0 Mets. There's a light rain here. They'd like to get this game in. Zachary back up on the bump will face Parrish, Spire, and the pitcher Twitchell. The pitcher Twitchell. It's kind of funny. So here comes Larry Parrish. He's 0 for 1. Zachary through the rain rocks and deals. And he strikes him out. Foul tip held on by Stearns. Nice job by Johnny. So 1 out. That's Zachary's 3rd K. And here comes Chris Spire. He's 0 for 1. Zachary works quickly to Spire. Ground ball slowly hit to short. Harrelson to his left. Strong throw. Stretch by Milner. Safe. Another infield hit. Expos with their 2nd infield hit. And here's Twitchell. They're going to go aggressive right at him. He bunts. Stearns has it. Throws to first. Flynn covering on the wheel play. 2 outs, but Spires advances to 2nd. Top of the order, Dave Cash. Cash has 39 ribbies. He's 0 for 2 today, and he's riding an 18-game hitting streak. Rain still falling lightly. Zachary nods his head. Stearns sets a target. The pitch to Cash. Will he cash in? Fly ball. Center. Mazzilli going back. Makes the catch, and the side is retired. Once again, Lee Mazzilli tosses it to a Metropolitan fans out in the bleachers. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 3-0 Go-Go Mets looking for their 72nd win. Top of the order, Randall, Beauclair, Cranepool, and if anyone gets on, Johnny Milner. Twitchell, 74 pitches, good for 115. Here's the drag bunt. And it's a good one! Twitchell blow off the mound quickly and throws to Cash. He fields his position quite well. He's a 7. And that's out number 1. Nice play, cat-like quickness by Twitchell. So 1 out, no one on. Bruce Beauclair is 1 for 2. How do you do? Twitchell takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest, the leg kick and the pitch. Beauclair. Fly ball, right field, that's carrying. Valentine going back, looking up, it's gone! Bruce Beauclair has sent it out, and the fans go nuts here at Shea. It is 4-0 Metropolitans. Bruce Beauclair goes bippity-boppity, boom to the moon, Alice. Here's the replay. Boom goes the ball, and Bruce Beauclair touches them all as the organist plays charge. 4-0 Mets. Beauclair battling for that batting title, currently in the lead in the National League. Just an update on Rod Carew. Carew batting .401. The Twins have already played, so he's batting .401. On September 5th. Here's Eddie Cranepool with 1 out, bases empty, 4-0 Mets. Cranepool's 1 for 1 with a walk. Cranepool awaits the Twitchell offering. Here's the pitch. And Cranepool strikes out. He chased outside. So there's 2 outs, and Johnny Milner comes up. He's 0 for 2. Milner digs in that left-hander's batter's box, pinwheels the bat for a moment. Carter sets the target. The pitch from Twitchell. Milner grounds it to third. Parrish is up with it. Fires to Perez, and the side is retired. But the Bruce Beauclair homer gives the Go-Go Metropolitans a 4-0 lead. We go to the top of the 6th. Zachary back up on the bump. 80 pitches. He is good for 125. He will face Cromartie, Dawson, and Perez. Throwing a 2-hit shutout right now. Here's the pitch to Cromartie. And he strikes him out. Got him with the slider. That was a hard slider. So 1 out. Top of the 6th. Here comes the Hawk, Andre Dawson. He's 0 for 2. The leg kick and the pitch to Dawson. Ground ball right side. Flynn has it. Throws to Johnny Milner. 2 away. Zachary is wheeling and dealing. And here comes TP, Tony Perez. He's 0 for 2. Zachary wants to make him 0 for 3. Johnny Stearns goes through the signs. Sets the target. The windup and the pitch. Perez, fly ball. Kranepool moving to his right and left, and he makes the diving catch! Unbelievable! As it started to knuckle under, and Eddie Kranepool on that one makes up for that horrific 2-base error early in the game, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 4-0 Metropolitans. It will be John Stearns, Lee Mazzilli, and Bud Harrelson. Randy Luxembourg says Twitchell is awful, letting the Three Stooges in the lineup beat him. Yeah, the bottom of the order. Wow. Here's Stearns, 1 for 1. He's also walked. His hit was a double. Carter and Twitchell not on the same page. Finally, Twitchell in agreement. The windup and the pitch to Stearns. Popped it up, foul territory. Parrish going over towards the stands. Will he have room? Parrish reaching in and foul. Souvenir for a Metropolitans fan. One lucky young girl. So a 1-2 count on John Stearns. He steps back in the right-hander's batter's box. Here's the pitch. Stearns, swing and a miss. Fooled on the breaking pitch. So 1 out. Here's Lee Mazzilli. Here's the drag bunt. And Mazzilli fouls it back to the screen. 0-2 count on Mazzilli. Mazzilli in that slight crouch, switch hitter batting lefty, hopes to spring out of it with a hit. Twitchell rocks and deals. And Mazzilli grounds it to Perez. Perez flips to Twitchell, who steps on the bag. And that's out number 2, scoring at home 3-1. So 2 outs, base is empty for Buddy Harrelson. He's 1 for 2 with a ribby. Here's the pitch to Bud. And this Bud's for you. Slowly hit ball to his counterpart Spires. Spires fires to Perez. And 1-2-3 go the Metropolitans. We're through 6. Go to the top of the 7th. 4-0 Mets. They're seeking their 72nd win. Due up for the Expos, Valentine, Carter, and Parrish. Zachary, 92 pitches. He's good for 125. Ellis Valentine is 0 for 2. Infield, outfield, straight away a normal. Here's the pitch to Valentine. Fly ball, shallow left. Kranepool comes in. He makes the catch. 1 down. Zachary is in a zone. Gary Carter steps to plate. He's 0 for 1. Intentional walk and a deep fly out to left center when Mazzilli made that tremendous catch. They're going to go aggressive. He's going to challenge Carter. He fires in the fastball. Swing and a miss! Oh, boy. He challenged him. Definitely feeling his oats, the bearded wonder on the mound. Pat Zachary. 2 outs. Base is empty. Top of the 7th. 4-0 Mets. And here comes Larry Parrish. He is 0 for 2. Parrish, tremendous power hitter. He awaits the Zachary offering, the high leg kick, and the pitch. And now they're going to go with Del Unser. So they call Parrish back. Sometimes that happens. And Unser batting .299, 12 home runs, and 38 ribbies. Left-handed batter. Stearns goes out to have a quick word with Zachary. Now back behind the plate. Parrish not too happy that he got called back while walking to the batter's box. Here's the pitch to Unser. Ground ball right side. Flynn has it. Throws to first, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Mets, and you have an angry Larry Parrish in the dugout. Go the Expos, excuse me. We go to the bottom of the 7th here at Shea, and it's a party atmosphere as they play Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back, for it's root for the Mets. If they lose, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. In at third now, as Parrish was pinch hit for, I believe that's Stan Pappy. And it is Stan Pappy, and he's horrible. At least range-wise. He's a 2. All right, Stan Pappy's at third. The new pitcher for the Expos, Don Stanhouse. 8-5 in the replay with 3 saves, a 3.63 earned run average. In actuality, 10s across the board. 10 wins, 10 losses, 10 saves with a 3.41. He will face Flynn, Zachary, and Randall. 4-0 lead for the Mets. And he does not field his position when it comes to range well. He's a 3. Flynn is 1 for 2. Here's the pitch to Dougie. And that's a base hit up the middle. Flynn takes a wide turn around first, but goes back. So here's Zachary now. And again, Zachary not a good bunter, which is disappointing. But they're playing for the bunt. They are playing for the bunt. Zachary's going to swing away. Here's the pitch. Zachary, ground ball right side. Cash to Spire. Quick relay to Perez. And that should be 2. And no! Zachary beat it out, hustling down the line. Perez not happy with the call with the man in blue, but he gives the safe sign. But that's the go-go Mets, hustling all the time. So Zachary's at first. Here's Lenny Randall. Randall is 0 for 3, 12-game hitting streak. Again, nothing compared to his, I want to say it was a 40 or 41-game hitting streak earlier in the year. The pitch from Stanhouse to Randall. Ground ball to Spires. Spires to Cash, a quick turn to Perez. Randall beats it out, I think. He makes a safe sign, crossing the bag, and he is safe. As the party atmosphere continues at Shea. So a lot of hustle by the Mets. They stay out of 2 double plays. And here's Bruce Beauclair, 2 for 3. His average is now .388. In his last at-bat, he hit a solo homer 354 feet to give the Mets a 4-0 lead. Randall is being held on Perez. Stanhouse, the righty, faces Beauclair, the National League leader in hitting. The pitch to Beauclair. And Beauclair grounds it. Spires on the outfield grass. Flips to second. The side is retired. We go to the top of the 8th. 4-0 Mets. Zachary back up on the bump. He's going to face Spire, Stanhouse, so maybe a pinch hitter, in the top of the order, Cash. Spires is 1 for 2. Zachary rocks and fires. Ground ball up the middle. Flynn ranging towards the bag. Has it. Pivots. Throws. 1 down. And will Stanhouse bat? No, he won't. Here comes Pete Mackinnon, batting .213, 1 homer, 7 ribbies, is a right-handed batter. On deck is Cash. The pitch to Mackinnon. Pops it up. Stearns tosses the mask aside. Waiting for it to come down. He's under it. 2 hands on the glove, and he has it. Out number 2. Zachary still tossing. A 2-hit shutout. Here comes Dave Cash. Cash 0 for 3. The pitch to Cash. Fly ball. Mazzilli on the move. Left center field. Reaches out. Makes the catch. And 1, 2, 3 go the Expos. The Mets are 3 outs away from their 72nd win. A new pitcher on the mound for the Montreal Expos. It is Santo Alcala. Santo, 3 wins, 5 losses, no saves. 4.48. He's a right-handed thrower. In actuality, 2-6 with 2 saves, 4.69. He's going to face Cranepool, Johnny Milner, John Stearns, and if anyone gets on, Lee Mazzilli. Cranepool's 1 for 2. Alcala throws strikes. The pitch to Eddie Cranepool. Cranepool, fly ball deep center field. Dawson on the move, and he makes the catch at the wall. Cranepool just missed that one, so 1 out. Here's Johnny Milner. He's 0 for 3. Milner digs in the left-hander's batter's box. Carter sets the target. The pitch from Alcala. Milner rips a shot down the right field line. It's going to be extra bases. Here's the strong throw, the slide into second, and Milner is safe. So Johnny Milner picks up his first hit. 1 out, Milner at second. Here's John Stearns. He's 1 for 2. Alcada looks over his shoulder. Now picks up the sign behind the plate. The pitch to Stearns. Ground ball to Pappy. Pappy's up with it at third. Fires to Perez. For out number 2, John Milner holds at second. 2 outs. Milner will be off on contact. Here's Lee Mazzilli. Mazzilli's 1 for 3. They play charge here at Shea. Alcada, he's ready. The leg kick and the pitch. Mazzilli, oh, that ball gets away from Carter. Milner's going to try to advance to third, and he does. No throw by Gary Carter. They gave us a choice, 85%. We went with it. So Milner, 90 feet away from the Mets' 5th run. 2 balls, no strike on Mazzilli. He gets the green light. Ground ball slowly hit the Pappy. Pappy has it. Throws. Mazzilli beat it out. Mazzilli beat it out. Did he beat it out? Yes! Yes! 5-0 Mets. The go-go Mets. Just hustling all over the place. Mazzilli with his second hit of the game. Mazzilli now batting .272 and has knocked in 51 runs. And here's Bud Harrelson. He's 1 for 3. The pitch to Bud. Ground ball to Spires. Spires going to go to short way to Cash. Mazzilli's forced out. But we go to the top of the 9th. 5-0 go-go Mets. Now we'll make some changes here. Johnny Milner goes out of the game. Cranepool moves from left to first as he's a 5 defensive range. And going to left is Steve Henderson. They'll move into the cleanup spot, but Mets shouldn't have to hit. He's a 6 range with a 2 arm. And going out to right will be Mike Vail. Beauclair's day is done. 7 range, 8 arm. Zachary, 121 pitches. Might be tired. They have lefty, righty, righty. So we're going to go to Paul Siebert to face Cromartie. Zachary's day is done. He can only win it. He can't lose it. Zachary, tremendous. Zachary, 8 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks. All right, so Siebert comes into the game. Our left-handed specialist. He's 1-0 with a 3.86 earned run average. He faces Cromartie, who's 1 for 3. Here's the pitch to Warren Cromartie. And that's a base hit. That's going to be extra bases. It splits Henderson and Mazzilli to left center. And we weren't expecting that. Skip Lockwood quickly gets up in the pen. Siebert's done. We wanted him against the lefty. And here comes Rick Baldwin, our right-handed killer. And here comes Baldwin. Baldwin, 2 wins, 4 losses, 2 saves, 3.25 earned run average. Has a word with Stearns. He's ready. The windup and the pitch to Dawson. And no, wow! They're going to pinch hit for Dawson with Jose Morales. Morales batting .357, a home run and 5 ribbies. That's a shocker. So you have 2 very angry Expos in that dugout. Larry Parrish and Andre Dawson. And here's the pitch to Morales. But that's a base hit to center. Mazzilli has it. Will Cromartie rounds? No, they hold him up as the ball gets past Harrelson. A play he should have made. And that's it. Baldwin will actually stay in to face Perez. Lockwood continues to warm. We don't want to blow this ball game. We're up 5-0. Perez is 0 for 3. Double play ball. That's what we want. Stearns goes through the sign, sets the target, the pitch to TP. Ground ball. Harrelson has it. They're going to try to turn 2. To Flynn. The quick pivot and the Cranepool double play. The shutout is gone, but there are 2 outs now for the Expos as it goes Harrelson to Flynn to Cranepool. It's now 5-1, and Rick Baldwin will now try to get Ellis Valentine. Lockwood continues to loosen. Valentine 0 for 3. Baldwin with that big goofy smile on his face. The windup and the pitch to Ellis Valentine. Fly ball deep right. Vale in the corner makes the catch, and the Metropolitans win 5-1. To the joy and cheers of the Go-Go Mets fans here at Shea, the 77 Mets now have 72 victories. And we'll bring up the box score in a moment. Hope everyone enjoyed that. Screen will go black for a moment. No, it does not. Sometimes it does. So it switches over. And we'll start with the pitching. So here we go. Pat Zachary's now 7-7 with the Metropolitans. 8 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks. Siebert came in to try to get the lefty Cromartie. He did not. He gave up the hit and was charged with the only run of the game. And then Baldwin got the final 3 outs. He's the right-handed batter killer. He did give up a hit, but then he got the double play ball. And the fly out in deep in the right field corner that Mike Vale made a wonderful catch. Twitchell is now 8-4, 6 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs. They were earned. 1 homer and 2 walks. Stanhouse, 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no Ks. And Alcala, 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. No walks, no strikeouts. Let's go to the batting. Expos only had 4 hits. Cromartie had 2 of them. He was 2 for 4 with a run scored. He struck out once and doubled. We're just going to give you the hits. Morales, the pinch hitter, was 1 for 1. And Spires was 1 for 3. And those are your 4 hits. Everyone else was an 0 for. Strikeouts, Cromartie, as I stated, 1. Dawson, 1. Valentine and Carter and Parrish each had a strikeout. Those are your 5 Ks. The Expos dropped to 63-73. 10 games under 500. In their defeat, they had 30 at-bats, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 walk, 5 Ks, and a double. For the Go-Go Mets, who are now 72-65, Randall is 0 for 4. Average drops to 376. Beauclair 2 for 4. His average is now 387 with a run and an RBI. He had a home run. Vale came in to play right in the last inning. Cranepool 1 for 3 with a run scored, a walk, and a strikeout. He's batting .321. Johnny Milner 1 for 4 with a run scored. He had a double. He's batting .241. Steve Henderson came in to play left when Cranepool went in to play first. John Stearns was 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored, a walk, a strikeout, and a double. He's batting .253. Lee Mazzilli 2 for 4 with a ribby, .272. Bud Harrelson 1 for 4, and he knocked in 2. .205 batting average. Doug Flynn must have had his Wheaties. He was 2 for 3 with a ribby. He's now batting a paltry 186. Zachary was 0 for 3, struck out twice. Siebert and Baldwin pitched, did not hit. The Mets in their victory. 32 at-bats, 5 runs, 10 hits, 5 ribbies, 2 walks, 4 Ks, 2 doubles, a home run, and a partridge in a pear tree. So the Mets win 5-1. Player of the game, Pat Zachary. The Expos left 4 runners on base. The Mets won. Here's the recap. Mets scored 1 run on 2 hits in the second. Harrelson grounded out, but the runner from third scored 1-0 Mets. Mets would then score 2 more runs in the fourth on 7, as they sent 7 batters to the plate, 3 hits and 1 walk. Bud Harrelson singled, knocking in another run. Made it 2-0. Then Doug Flynn singled, knocking in Stearns, made it 3-0. Mets would score their 4th run in the 5th on a solo blast by Bruce Beauclair, so it's 4-0. They get their 5th run when Mazzilli beats out a double play ball. Mazzilli singled, infield single, and Johnny Milner scored. 5-0. And Montreal would finally break up the shutout as Perez hit a ground ball, actually hit a double play ball. The run scored 5-1, and that's the way it would end. The Mets would win and pick up their 72nd victory. They're now 72-65. Bruce Beauclair 2 for 4 with a homer. Pat Zachary pitched 8 great innings, and is now 7 wins, 7 losses. Wayne Twitchell pitched 6 innings, took the loss. He's now 8-4. So the Mets move on closer to that 82 win mark that we're looking for. I'd like to say thank you to Clinton Parks, Randy Luxembourg, ID Gesture, and Brandon Lackey. Health and happiness to one and all. Remember to be safe, be smart. We'll get through this coronavirus together. You know what's coming, folks. Peace! Love you all. Mets win. The Mets win. The Go-Go Mets win. 5-1. They're now 72-65.